There's so many people who pick up this game and just want to have a good time. They don't want to spend all their Zonite building all these auto builds and they trying to run cheap. Don't worry, in this video I got you. These are 10 cheap auto builds that you can make in Tears of the Kingdom. Let's go. First and foremost, we got this one right over to my left. The HoverBike 2.0. This is the GOAT, the legendary. Like, it's self-explanatory. This thing can get you from point A to point B with ease, whether it's in the skies, around the fields of Hyrule, in the depths. This is the go-to vehicle for everybody. It's only going to cost you 9 Zonite. It's incredibly smooth, very easy to fly, and it's accessible to almost anybody early in the game. As long as you have yourself 1 control stick and 2 fans, you're good to go. All you need to build this is 1 control stick and 2 fans and or 9 Zonite. What I like to do when I go into the depths is I like to take out a bright bloom seed or a regular bloom seed and slap it right on the front. That way you have yourself like a little flashlight. So in the depths, this is like the go-to vehicle for anybody exploring. The HoverBike comes in at an easy 5 out of 5 stars. It's just self-explanatory. Let's move on to the next vehicle. The next vehicle on our list today is going to cost you 18 Zonite. It's the 3-fan jet. The 3-fan jet is a super easy build. It has 3 fans, 1 control stick, 1 wing, and a cart. That's it. Easy enough. Because of the cart on the bottom, you can take this thing off from anywhere and be ready to go. You can actually fly this vehicle without the cart on it if you're in the Sky Islands by using the recall ability. And or if there's a runway where you're at, then you can use that as well. You can also use the same technique that you did for the HoverBike and attach a bright bloom seed or regular bloom seed to this one so that you can light up the area that you're exploring in. The 3-fan jet comes in at a 4 out of 5 stars because unlike the HoverBike, which you can basically fly it until you run out of battery, the wing on this vehicle will eventually despawn. And when it despawns, you're going to come crashing down to the ground. So make sure that you're able to land this thing before it despawns. Because the wing will despawn on you at such a fast rate, kind of like right now, this vehicle can only come in at a 4 out of 5 stars. Let's move on to the next vehicle. This right here is my balloon jet. Like I was saying before, because of the balloon in the center, this thing can pick up an altitude with ease. You don't need the cart at the bottom of it, so it only needs 1 balloon, 1 flame emitter, about 2 fans, 1 wing, and 1 control stick. And that's it. This thing has some decent speed, but it doesn't really go down in altitude very well. Now, the benefits of this vehicle, because of the fact that you have a balloon in the center of it, you can actually attach a torch and light the torch so that whenever your Zonite battery runs out and the flame emitter in the center of it stops, you can actually use a torch to keep this thing afloat, which is kind of crazy. But it's a pretty cool part of this build. A big con of this vehicle is one of these items is going to despawn on you first. It's either going to be the balloon first or the wing first. Whichever despawns on you, hopefully it's the balloon first. You'll be able to drift down to the ground before you crash and burn. The balloon jet comes in at an easy 5 out of 5 stars. If you want to land the balloon jet, all you have to do is pull off on the control stick and just coast your way straight in. It's that easy. Let's get into the next vehicle. This right here is the sand scooter. The sand scooter is a very easy build that comes in at 9 Zonite. It's extremely efficient on the Zonite battery, and you can just drive this thing forever. I'm only going to drive this thing around in this area so that I don't give away any spoilers, but this right here is a super easy cheap build that anybody can make. It'll help you slip and slide across the Gerudo Valley with ease. The sand scooter comes in at an easy 4 out of 5 stars. Let's get into the next vehicle. Speaking of scooters, our next build is something similar. This right here is the JP scooter. A super easy build that anybody can make. All you need is one wheel, one stabilizer, and one control stick. This thing zooms. It's probably one of the fastest auto builds in the entire game. It's extremely efficient on Zonite battery because it only uses one wheel. And it gets you around with ease. The only downside about this scooter is the fact that it doesn't like going up inclines. So if you re-angle the tire, it might be able to help you to get up certain inclines in the game. And or just take a little bit more time than usual. She does kind of get stuck kind of often, so make sure you reset her. But the JP scooter is a 9 Zonite build that's easy for you to build anywhere. Once you get your hands on this, it's going to be kind of hard for you to get away from it. The fact that you can reverse in this thing and move forward is a plus. Oh, well, let's try not to go off the edge. Oh my God. Yeah. All right, we're good. The JP scooter comes in at an easy 5 out of 5 stars. Let's move on to the next vehicle. This right here is my two-headed Frost Dragon. This thing is insane. I built this the other day for one of my top 5 auto builds, and it's actually extremely hard for me to put this one down. This thing has one frost emitter, one beam emitter, one construct head, one homing cart, and a stabilizer. This thing absolutely destroys everybody in the game. Like, it is so efficient. The stabilizer will keep it upright so that it doesn't fall over, and it'll just chase down any enemy that it sees. What I like to do is I like to throw a bright bloom seed on the back of it so I can always keep track of it at night, and kind of give it like a little tail right there. But this thing is locked, loaded, and ready to go. Let me show you what this thing can do. This thing is insane. This right here is the Frost Dragon. Just watch how it completely destroys your enemies. It freezes them and then just takes them out with the beam emitter. It's crazy. It does so much damage so quickly. I just can't believe it. I kind of feel bad for this guy, actually. Like, seriously. He's just getting bullied. God dang. Wow. At some point, we just got to call this bullying. Oh. You truly thought for a second that you was going to take my life. Can you calm down, sir? Your opponent will get to you in just a moment. I'm really gonna need for you to stop. Dang. Hey, yo, Frosty. Thank you. Dang. Yo, Frosty took him out with a vengeance. I don't even feel bad for him. I guess he was tired of him trying to bully me. But there you go. Frosty the two-headed dragon comes in at an easy 5 out of 5 stars. If I could give this thing a 6 star, I would. Let's move on to the next vehicle. All right. So it's about to be nighttime. I know a lot of you people like me love to rave, and we just want to have a good time. Because it just can't always be serious in Tears of the Kingdom, right? Exactly. For our next auto build is just that. It's just for you to have a little bit of mischievous fun. If you have a certain mask in a game that takes aggro away from you, that's as much as I'll say in this video for spoilers. But this right here is a very deadly build. Seriously. And what I like to do, I like to add a little bit of flavor to it. With most of these builds, I just like to put a giant bright bloom seed on the front. And once you drop this on this, you should run. And there you go. This right here is the Pinwheel. Now, the electric emitter right there isn't really doing it for me. So I would actually suggest that you attach the electric emitter onto the end of any of the spears in the game and then reattach that on there. That way when it's swinging around, it's slapping and zapping whoever comes in contact with it. But this thing is extremely deadly because any enemy that gets it within a certain radius of it is first going to be frozen. Then they're going to get slapped with a beam emitter and burnt. And then frozen, slapped with a beam emitter and burnt. I'm pretty sure the DPS in this thing is highly volatile. I kind of want to see it in action. Let's go find ourselves a test subject, shall we? Hello, is there anybody out there that wants to play with my Pinwheel? Anybody? Anybody at all? Step right up. You could be the next contestant to see what happens when you touch the Pinwheel. It senses an enemy. Oh, this is an interesting situation. I'm not really one for glitches, but for this video, I'm gonna show you guys a bonus. If you don't want any spoilers about a specific mask in the game, then please skip to the next part of this video. If you don't mind spoilers, stay tuned. 3, 2, 1, you've been warned. Alright, so if you already have a Moblin mask, a Bokoblin mask, and or a Majora's mask in your possession, this is a perfect opportunity for you. This build right here will keep you from pulling aggro from these enemies. They won't attack you. As long as you don't pull out a weapon, they're going to constantly attack that thing right there because it's turned on. Now, both of these enemies have the little, what do you call those? The fire seeds in their book bags. So, hello boys, how y'all doing? Are y'all doing all right today? All right, I need them to pay attention to this, so I'm going to throw let's see, anything that doesn't attack them, and I gotta run. I think they might be too close actually. Oh no, hold on, I'll throw this. Okay, they're at the perfect distance. So now that my little Pinwheel has their attention, you actually want to sit right next to them. Wait until they have a fire fruit in hand. And as soon as you see the fire fruit name pop up, just take it from them. This is an amazing way to farm these fire fruits and or any other item that they can throw at you. So you have different Bokoblins that throw fire fruits, ice fruits, bombs. And some of them might I don't know if they throw the shock fruit, but make sure that you wait until the fire fruit is actually in their hand and you can see the label, because if you don't, you'll steal the fire fruits from out of their backpack, and once they don't have any more fire fruits, you won't be able to do this anymore. Because you have on Majora's mask and or the Bokoblin mask, you won't aggro them, and they'll just constantly keep reaching into their backpack and throwing the fruit. And this is probably one of the easiest ways to farm a whole bunch of fruit in Tears of the Kingdom. So that was a bonus for you guys. If you like what we do here on the channel, make sure you smash the like button and sub to the channel so that you don't miss any more episodes. Hello, sir. Good night, sir. Let's move on to the next vehicle. All right, so this right here, this kind of like the JP scooter, is a super easy floating device that you could just completely drive around anywhere. Look, it's just that easy. With the stabilizer on one side and the control stick on the other and a fan in the back, this is the fastest moving floating device you'll probably get in the game. It goes completely straight even though you're not pointing straight. Oh no, you are. Yeah, this thing is amazing. And because of the control stick, it actually moves really, really well in the water. Got a little bit of a drift going, but I mean, hey, it does the job. You could actually fish with this thing. So if you wanted to, you could put a rod and an electric emitter on the front of this and probably just start fishing. So it's a good boat to go fishing with. This right here is the balloon boat. The balloon boat comes in at an easy 4 out of 5 stars. If you go right here to the John South Shrine, you can get yourself one of these floating balls. But that's not all. Once you grab this ball, you might as well go and continue that shrine and pick up the next floating device, which is a little bit easier, but it doesn't move as smooth as this one. And this right here is the fastest boat that you'll probably find in the game. It has so much build potential. It can't turn as fast as the ball boat can. It kind of has a really severe drift with it, but I mean, it still gets the job done, and it just glides across the water. So it's not that bad. I mean, once you get used to it, it's kind of easy to drive, but it doesn't have the same reaction time that the ball boat does. I have created a lot of insane auto builds using this one, and I'll actually leave a link to that video in the description below. In that video, I've created the turtle and some other absolutely insane builds using the same structure. This floating life raft comes in at an easy 9 zonite. And I mean, because of how simple it is and the potential of what you can build using this thing, I give it a 4 out of 5 stars. Let's move on to the next auto build. Oh, he's good. Oh, he's real good. Oh, yes. Oh, he's perfect. This right here is BBQ. Around certain obstacles, he doesn't do too well, but like all the other homing device enemies, he destroys. Whoa, 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 whoa. And he doesn't have any regards for self-life. Like, he will point his little cannon in point blank range to destroy anybody. And he creates little icicles. That's so cool. Thank you, BBQ. I appreciate you. I mean, I don't need to get across that small little pond right there, but, you know, it's the thought that counts, right? The shock emitter on the top of his head will conduct electricity, which forces him to get shocked by lightning over and over. And because he's getting shot by lightning over and over, he has an AoE effect that he takes out any enemies that was near him when he gets shocked by lightning, as well as his cannons and his frost emitter. So he's kind of a savage when it comes to taking out enemies. BBQ comes in at an easy 5 out of 5 stars. Hold up, but how expensive are you, sir? What is your price tag? His price tag has actually gone down. He only costs 27 zonite, which isn't bad. BBQ comes in at an easy 5 out of 5 stars though. Let's move on to our last auto build. And this right here is the Big Wheel Wagon. The Big Wheel Wagon is a super easy build. It comes in at 33 zonite. It has 2 large wheels in the back, 2 small wheels in the front. It's extremely efficient on the zonite battery, and it's a simple build. It has so much more potential because you can add a weaponized system to it. You can put cannons on this thing, construction heads with frost emitters. I would suggest that you don't use shock emitters, because once it starts raining, you're going to be electrocuting everything, including yourself. But it's a super clean, easy build. You can actually add a couple of stakes on the side to kind of lock Link in so he's a little bit more safe in certain situations, but this is pretty much it. The 2 big wheels on the back make this thing fly around Hyrule with ease. If you like what we do here in the channel, make sure you smash that like button and sub to the channel so that you don't miss any more crazy builds like this one. You guys are absolutely phenomenal, and I really appreciate all the support that you have been giving the channel. I hope to see you guys in the next video though. It's been your boy M of M Sensei HD. For now, I'm out of here.